Good to see you. Today I'm going to talk about the sentence, God is within you, using a technique that I remember learning, I think it was in primary school with some of my friends, where you emphasize one word after another in the sentence to explore its meaning. This has become very significant to me this past week. I want to share a little bit of this as best I can. So this is my technique I'm going to use with you. God is within you. I'm going to put the emphasis on the last word and work my way back to the first word here. God is within you. You as an individual, not just you as an obscure member of a motley crowd, motley though it be. It's within you. Don't turn away from that. Don't say, well, yes, but. Allow yourself, open yourself to that love and reception of the gift that you can host of God's presence within you. Next, God is within you. Emphasis on within. What does that mean? It's got a number of meanings, but I'm going to emphasize the meaning that God is within you means you can experience God's being within you. You can experience that. Now, a very common question is, well, how? Now, if you don't believe in God to start with, get in touch with me at universalfamily.org and let's work together at a more basic level here. But if you've got that belief, as lots of people do, spiritual but not religious, religious but not spiritual, and so on. It's a very, very widespread belief in the religions of the world. It's also a teaching of Jesus about the kingdom of God within you. But how can I experience this when someone might say, I've believed it all my life, but how do you take it to that next level where it becomes so radiantly experienced that you want to go and make a video about it? My thought for you today in this regard is to take that belief. Maybe it's been an intellectual belief, maybe it's been activated at times, but it's there, and raise that belief to the level of transformative faith by making that belief wholehearted. The wholehearted belief. You may have to kind of adjust the rheostat gradually, because wholeheartedness can't be wholehearted unless the mind and the soul are really on board, and whatever strength may be needed to make that affirmation. All of these functions of all the dimensions of the human personality must be really all in, so to speak, or else the heart is not going to feel wholehearted. God is within you. When we emphasize the is, that's the is of assurance. And I think back to that first beatitude, the teaching of Jesus, that is just so awesome. Happy are those I'm already forgetting the first beatitude. Happy are the humble, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Back in those days, to join the kingdom was something that lots of people were interested in doing, big time. The kingdom of God here is the faith family of God. And what Jesus is reassuring them about is that just that openness, that turning to Him or to God as you understand Him, that sincere turning and openness, and the faith and trusting dependence of the little child, that's enough. You're in. And that first beatitude is the gateway to all these other goodies. And when you know that you are saved by faith, you have real peace with God. And that knowing and that peace landed on me hugely the day before I realized at a level unprecedented in my life that God is within me. And so the last word in the sentence that I'm going to emphasize is that God is within me. Now, I'm very careful about how I interpret things, and sometimes I'm too careful, and sometimes I'm a perfectionist rather than on the quest for perfection, to which Jesus calls when he says, "Be you perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect." But I used to sometimes think, well, it's the Spirit of God, or it's the presence of God in some sense. It's something of God that has been sent to me. But the thought that God is present, and I was experiencing like never before. God is in me. That's what I'm trying to help you get access to, that wonderful experience, that wonderful assurance. And so for now, this is Jeff Wattles at universalfamily.org, with the thought that no matter what is going on in your life or in our world, always know that you are a divinely created, infinitely loved, spiritually indwelt. That's what we've been talking about today. Evolutionary, free will son or daughter of the living God.